What's up, guys? Today is the day. Now you guys have seen I've done the cold air intake on my truck. I also added a Derringer and I have the boost tube turbo inlet. I did not install those things. The guy over here installed.
What's up? How you guys doing?
Yeah, that's truck stuff over here, and he's actually draining my oil. I wonder why.
Because we're gonna give this sexy lady a nice new pair of underwear. We're gonna be putting the Banks oil pan on here.
Nice.
Yeah, nice and sexy. Everybody loves it in black, right?
Oh yes. Better cooling, more oil.
Yeah. So the biggest thing is you know, the one extra core capacity. So a lot of people can argue if that's even going to do any good. The biggest reason why we put one of these on here is to dissipate the heat out of the engine oil. Period. The way that the Gale has designed these with the internal fins matching directly with the external fins, they dissipate heat way faster than these stamped steel POS pans that the Duramaxes come with. So that's the main reason for it.
Nice. There it is.
It's out of battery.
Look at that oil. She is black. And this oil only has about, I would say, probably less than 3,000 miles, guys. Not much idling at all. Alright guys, so we got a few more minutes here for the oil to drip out. And then we're gonna go ahead and start getting ready to get this thing out of here. I'm excited.
Yeah, baby.
It doesn't look like it, but we're making progress here. We have pretty much undid some of these lines here. You see how they're loose, so we can really get around to get these bolts out and obviously get this pan out of here. Got the master at work.
You got what?
So we got the master at work.
Ah, master, yeah. That's what they call me.
Come on now. Look at that. I mean, I will say, doing this on your back,
Yeah,
it's a beast. It's a beast.
it is what it is. You know what? I'm gonna get this cross member out of our way.
Okay.
It's gotta come out anyway, so.
Okay. Now make sure you guys stay tuned. We're gonna be doing some videos on how to bulletproof your Duramax diesel. You guys see how dark this oil is here? Yeah. Stay tuned, guys. I got a great product that I actually have a promo code for you guys to use, so yes. Stay tuned. Now he's about to take off this cross member, he said. Too easy. Let's take a quick break and discuss this oil pan. Now, this is a new product that Banks released a few months back. And when I tell you that it's a must-have upgrade, if you plan on keeping your truck longer than 5 years, I 100% recommend you buy this. Or even if you drive a lot of miles, if you're someone that's putting 30,000 plus miles a year, this upgrade is a no-brainer. Now, here's some of the features that it has. The biggest thing is heat rejection, right? And you guys will see why in a second. Improved oil flow and full oil drainage. You're going to see that in my video here too. And a few other people have done it on YouTube as well. Now, as far as the first benefit is obviously the cooling. Obviously, these trucks get hot, and the one thing you don't want in your oil is heat, because heat's going to break down that oil over time. So what Banks has done is they've given you these internal and external fins, and these fins are going to help to cool that oil. Now, the standard oil pan does not have any of this, and you guys see right here, it has 19 deep cut huge external radiator fins, provide more surface area to cool air moving under the truck. Now, most of you guys have seen the rear end of an F450. This is probably one of the most overbuilt trucks in the segment. And you guys see out back, this diff cover has those cooling fins. Up next is the die cast process provides a smoother interior surface, which improves oil flow to the pickup right here. And you guys see how they designed that. Let's kind of jump down there really quickly. I want you guys to see this. So you guys see this area right here? And notice how these internal cooling fins do not run through this. They also have a little dimple right here. So the area under the oil pickup tube right here features a unique anti-cavitation dimple which smoothly redirects oil flow upwards. So you understand the cooling aspect of this, right? Something else to consider. If you get this oil pan, they do give you 2 additional quarts of oil that you can add, right? But on top of that, you can also drain all the oil out of this thing. So there's a lot of benefits. Now, one other thing, I did use this little auxiliary temp sensor location right here. I believe that's where it's at. I think it's right here on the side. Yep, it's right here. So I use this for something else, and I'll do a video on that. But this is for a temp sensor. So if you're someone who lives in really cold climates, right, and you forgot to plug your truck in, obviously the engine block heater is going to keep that block warm. So when the oil starts to flow through, that oil can heat up faster, right? Well, in that case, you can check the temperature on this oil pan to see how cold that oil is. Or if you want to monitor how hot the oil is, that's something else you can do too. But again, the biggest issue I have with the manufacturer is why would they build a oil pan with a flaw? This is a flaw built in to our Duramax diesels because you cannot drain the excess of oil that sits here. No matter what you do, you're going to see it in my video as well. There's multiple videos about this. And what Banks has done is they've allowed this to be able to drain completely, but on top of that, get all that extra crap out of your engine oil. Again, my truck only had like maybe 2,000 to 3,000 miles on the oil. And you saw how black it is. It's because of the soot that obviously gets, built up because of the combustion. And you have to think about fuel dilution. There's a lot of different things that you have to understand you want out of that engine. And every time you go to change your engine oil, what if someone doesn't know that there's potentially an extra 1 or 2 quarts of oil left in the engine? And maybe not that much oil, but maybe a quarter less, and they overfill it. How is that going to affect your engine down the road? So these are just some things to consider. So check it out. Here's all the nuts and bolts that Banks supplies. They also supply this guy here, and they give you a glue gun. Basically, that's what this is, right? Glue gun. That is nice. Caulking gun. And then this is the new bolt that goes in. So they had the longer one, and then Banks supplies you a shorter one, which they don't have to do that, but they just do it for you anyways. If I were tackling this install, I would watch Banks' video probably like 20 times. Hey Josh, did you watch the video for this?
Nope.
What? Wow.
I'm a master tech. I don't need to watch no learning videos.
Wow, look at that. So this is probably the hardest part, you would say, of this?
This is by far the hardest part, is getting the pan off after you've gotten all of the bolts out.
Got you.
And you got to be careful not to mar up that finish on the block. That is aluminum. It's soft, so you got to be extra careful there.
Good to know.
Yeah. All right, so once you get a good spot started, then you can just grab a hold of it and start manipulating it.
Wow.
Just like that.
Would you say it's better to start from the back of it?
I find better luck starting on this back corner right here, but I've also got tools that I can beat on with a hammer. So let me show you what I mean by that. So my little jiggers, these guys right here I have a set. I've got a long one, a short one, and then one with a slight bend on it. They have the metal plate on the back so that you can hammer on them. You don't just get cheap ones. These ones are from Camco. And Snap-on has them, Mac has them, all of them that you can pound on with a hammer. So these are the better ones to get.
What else were you using? That big old long...
My pry bar?
Pry bar, there it is.
So once I got the seal broke on that corner with that, then I was able to get this up in there so I could get some leverage on it.
So this is the main reason why you have to get this Banks oil pan. Just telling you right now, you guys see where the oil drains out at? That sits up so high that this oil cannot get through there. Now I'm pretty sure Josh has some tools that could suck out the rest of that if he wanted to.
Yeah, but that's not standard practice.
It's not standard practice. No one's doing that. No dealership is going to get that last bit of oil out of here. And that is the main reason why you have to get this oil pan that Banks gives you. That gives you an extra quart of oil. Here it is right here. Extra quart of oil. And you guys see where it drains out at the bottom here? Look at that. Everything is coming out. Most people probably aren't going to do is clean the surface on this oil pan. And Josh actually scraping off all of that excess glue. So just something to consider. And I know Josh can do this install for you. Now this is not an easy job. I'm gonna tell you right now, probably would not do this myself. This would probably take me a day or two, because I would just keep my truck on jack stands. And it's probably, once I got to this point, I probably would be done for the day.
A day or two, and then you'd call me up and, hey Josh, can you
Yep, probably so actually. Hey, can you help me finish this up? Yeah. We did drop down the diff too, if I didn't say it already. Just to get a little bit extra clearance.
Contrary to popular belief, you don't need to add a whole bunch of this stuff. Because it is flat surface up against flat surface. So that right there is perfect. Now,
look at that, guys. She is in there. Man, that looks so good. I don't think I would tackle this by myself. Watching Josh do this, I feel like this would be a two-man job for most people. But yeah, it's in there. And stay tuned for the next video I do, because that's gonna be like part 2 for bulletproofing. We have to add one more thing to the Banks oil pan. And it's pretty necessary, I think. If you want something to last a long time, this next upgrade that I'm doing is necessary. All right, thank you guys for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. See you guys soon.